Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. I'm here to check on Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. I assure you, he's one of the hardest working guys in the business. I'm always seeing him in the field. He never takes a day off. He's always going, let's check on him. I know he's on his lunch break. Let's just say hi real quick.
Gosh! What are you doing?
Dude, I'm about to go hunting. It's deer season. Man, I got a huge deer on camera, man.
Stop. Cut. Do you ever work? Ah!
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball here on Lone Star Sports Radio and the Decatur Sports Network. I'm Rob Matthews, courtside here at Brock High School as the Lady Eagles look to punch their ticket once again to the regional tournament this weekend in Lubbock, but in their way tonight, a very big and good opponent, the Glen Rose Lady Tigers. Rob Matthews here. I'll be joined by my broadcast partner, Eric Morris, momentarily, as we are here for this regional quarterfinal match between these two teams. It's the Decatur Lady Eagles, the district champion, taking on the 2 seed out of their district, the Glen Rose Lady Tigers, as they finished behind Stephenville. Only 2 losses of their district campaign, I believe, was to Stephenville. Stephenville playing tonight against Springtown. They're down the road in Peaster. The other matchups in Region 1 are Hereford taking on somebody, West Plains maybe, and then Randall is taking on Monahans. Those are the matchups here in the regional quarterfinals. Lady Eagles were on the road on Friday night taking on the the Lakeview Maidens out of San Angelo. They won the first round against the Gainesville Leopards. And here in the third round, once again, we'll get more into this pregame show. Pregame show brought to you by Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug. You're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Hey Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Welcome back to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball. Rob Matthews here in Brock this evening as the Lady Eagles on the court at the net taking their allotted warm-up time. The Glen Rose Lady Tigers, they are right here in front of me, and I believe they're about to go to the net in the next 44 seconds or so. Let's bring in my broadcast partner for tonight, Mr. Eric Morris. He was with you for the Gainesville game in the bi-district round. Eric, welcome to the broadcast. First, just initial thoughts on these two teams here tonight.
Well, I don't know what Glen Rose has faced their first 2 rounds, but Glen Rose played a very tough pre-district schedule, a mediocre district schedule, and the first 2 rounds of the playoffs were teams that they didn't really have to do much against. 1 and 3 on both of them. I think the other teams only scored over 10 points one time. Of the 6 sets, they only scored 1 time over 12 points. So the Eagles have not been challenged as of yet in the playoffs. The Glen Rose team has always been well coached. They usually play a pretty tough district. This year, getting to the 3rd round was probably not something that they didn't think they were going to do. It was probably expected. But here to see Decatur in this round, just because of the way the districts match up and the playoffs match up, these 2 teams knew they were going to meet in this round, and they were probably getting ready for it from the first week of the season. These 2 coaches have been coaching for a long time. They do a lot of good stuff. They train their players very well, and both of them are going to be individually disappointed if something doesn't go their way today.
Well, you touched on exactly what I was going to talk about here in the pregame show. Of the last 5 seasons, Region 1 champion, state champion has been represented, and it's in this gym tonight. Last year, the Decatur Lady Eagles and Coach Forrester. The year before that, Decatur Lady Eagles and Coach Forrester. The year before that, it was Hereford at the state tournament playing for the championship with Coach Forrester. 4 years ago, the Decatur Lady Eagles and Coach Oberly. 5 years ago, Eric, these Lady Eagles and Coach Langford, the coach that they have with them tonight. So very, very good coaching. And I think 6 years ago, it was Decatur and Glen Rose in the regional finals. Decatur won that one as well.
Well, just so you know, I've been to every one of those state tournaments since 2006. And whenever Decatur is playing or Glen Rose is playing, whoever is playing, it was Glen Rose that Brock had to get past in 2014 to get to the state semifinals, and Brock went on to the state finals. But this Glen Rose team has been good for a long time, and no different tonight. The Decatur Eagles are going to have their first real test since the pre-district schedule.
We'll take a break and be back with more of the Total Plumbing Solutions and Renshaw Drug pregame show. You're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions.
Welcome back to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball. The Lady Eagles taking on the Glen Rose Lady Tigers. As you can hear, the Lady Eagles running behind us at the moment as they re-enter the court to get ready for their 2 minutes of serving, as we are getting close to the Parker Properties first serve here in Brock. It's the regional quarterfinals. Decatur taking on Glen Rose. We got Rob Matthews courtside here with Eric Morris as well. Eric, You've seen these two teams warm up now at the net. It looks like Glen Rose is a little bit bigger. Keys to the game.
Well, the biggest key to every volleyball match is serve strong and pass well. If you can pass well and keep all 3 or 4 options ready to go, then you're going to have a good chance of winning. If you can serve strong and get the other team out of system, then you're going to have a good chance of winning. The past couple of matches that Decatur has had, they've got probably, I'm going to say, between 25 and 30 aces over the past 6 sets in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Well, if you can pass well, all of a sudden you're not going to get as many aces out of it. But the Eagles serve strong. They keep the serve low. Coach likes to serve the ball different places to make a move around, try to find that passer who doesn't pass as well as the others, but she also likes to serve when she's playing a good team. She likes to serve the other team's left side hitter and make them have to work and get back. Whichever team can make the other one get out of system the most is probably going to be the one that wins tonight.
She normally tries to find the passer that can't pass the best. I think the last 2 matches she was trying to find the best passer so they could have some points going. Decatur with probably a state record in aces against Lakeview on unofficial anyway. State record. Starting lineups for these two teams. First for the Glen Rose Lady Tigers. Go ahead, Eric, take it.
You got Gabrielle Boudreau, number 1, the right side hitter. She's a senior. You got Ava Seenert. She's a junior playing left side. You got Abigail Bunt. Number 6 is the libero sophomore for the Lady Tigers. The DS is Reese Anderson, number 7. She's a junior. Alex Arrington, a freshman. She plays setter and she plays middle. It'll be something interesting tonight to see the setters and the middles that sub out. The other left side is Maddie Young, number 11, senior. The other setter is Avery Gray, who also plays right side, number 12. She's a junior. And the other middle, Amy Flippin, number 14, a junior, as the other middle hitter.
Amy Flippin, does it have her height on there? About 6'2" at the net. She's going to have a big block.
Does not have any height on there.
She's got it with her.
In the pregame, they said everybody's 6 foot tall.
Yeah,
so the
Amy
5'8" are
Flippin's more.
6'2", and the 6'2s are 6'2".
Amy Flippin's more than the 6 foot. So Lady Eagles starting lineup: Gracie Trulson, a 6 foot sophomore, wears number 1. Ellie Miller, a junior. It's Lily Lowry, a 5'11" sophomore. Haley Huggins, a 5'10" junior. Laura Hornsby, a sophomore. Morgan Hammer, a junior, and Avery Walsh, 5'8" sophomore. Coached by Catherine Forrester in her, her 3rd season. Coach Forrester has been to the state championship game the last 3 years. The last 2 with Decatur, and the one before that, she was unsuccessful taking on Houston Fulshear when she was the head coach out in Hereford. Winner of this game will get the winner of Randall and Monahans. Those are 2 storied programs as well. And it's funny, Eric, it's always, you could probably get a handful of teams, scoop them up, and say one of these teams will be at the state championship game.
Yeah, and a lot of times that goes to the coaching. The coaching where, there's a lot of high school coaches out there. And there's a lot of high school coaches who also coach club ball, and there's a lot of high school coaches who don't coach club ball. There's a lot of players who play club ball. The good coaches are the ones that can take the girls who don't play club and coach them up to get them right there with the girls who do. And I think 2 coaches out here are those exact 2. They also, the coach from Randall for all those years and the coach from other places. When you see those teams that not only are in the state championship game, but also are commemorating their 10-year honor team at the same time, those are the ones that you can pretty much tell are the coaches that are good ones.
We'll take one more break and be back. Parker Properties First Serve coming up. You're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Wholesale Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The law firm of Kernot & Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot & Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, "Go Eagles!"
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Brock, Texas. Rob Matthews, Eric Morris, courtside here for this regional quarterfinal between the Decatur Lady Eagles and the Glen Rose Lady Tigers. A great crowd on hand here on both sides of this gym. It's going to be an outstanding atmosphere for this matchup between these two teams. Not too far apart, not too far of a drive to get down here, in a good venue here in Brock to have host this quality match, bigger than the venue the Lady Eagles were in on Friday night over in Albany. The Albany gym could not hold the Decatur fans here tonight, much less this whole match. Decatur in their white jerseys, blue spandex. Morgan Hammer wearing her black libero jersey. The Glen Rose Lady Tigers in their white jerseys, red spandex. Both teams have the tank top look with the sleeves added on, almost the same uniform, just different colors. Everybody in white knee pads, white shoes. Let me tell you one thing about this Glen Rose team, Eric. 5 years ago, we talked about them being in the state tournament. The next 2 or 3 years after that, they graduated a lot and struggled a little bit during district play, but Coach Langford has them back now in the third round of the playoffs. Decatur, shoot, I don't think they ever drop off. Haven't, they won, 5 of the last 10 state championships.
Well, when you have the coaches, you notice that no matter who they have, the team that was at Hereford is not the team that she had at Decatur her first year. She just knows how to get the players ready. And when you see that over and over again, the same coaches keep going to the state championship games and deep into the playoffs, it's those players graduate and move on, graduate and move on. You've got to coach up a younger group. You've got to build that pipeline in your younger ages and just keep that pipeline built up the whole time.
Starters on the court for the Decatur Lady Eagles, Ellie Miller, Haley Huggins, and Avery Walsh in the back row. It's Gracie Trulson front left. It's Lily Lowry in the middle. And over on the front right is going to be, is that Walsh over there, number 12? Nope, it's Hornsby. Those are your starters as Hammer comes onto the court. Starting lineup, as we mentioned, for Glenrose, it is going to be number 11, Maddie Young, number 1, Gabrielle Bordeaux, number 14, Amy Flippin, number 12, Avery Gray, and some others we'll mention in a moment. Miller back to serve, and we are underway. Serve is over. It'll be Doug and Shank that's going to be starting off with an ace. Good way to start it, Eric.
Well, when she went to the Section 1, the coach is giving her the signal there on the sidelines. She wants her to go to 1 again.
Miller serves, goes to the same girl. They'll pass this one to Target. It's going to be handled by Arrington. Blocked at the net, Flipping on the attack. And the Decatur girls wanted a 4-hit count. They can't get it. The ball is over. It goes off the hands of Trulson and out of bounds, a point for Glenrose.
They tried to run the slide with Flippin. It got blocked, but they were able to get it back over. And it was off the setter's hands, goes out of bounds.
It's going to be
we're tied up.
Avery Gray back to serve for Glenrose. It's too strong. Point Decatur, 2-1. Service errors, and Eric, that one wasn't even close.
Oh, no.
A little bit excited here in this gym. Great atmosphere tonight.
One of the things the coaches try to say in these playoff games is the net's the same height, the end row is still the same height. They're same length.
Schultz serve is going to be deep. They'll play it, bump set, and it'll be pushed over by Glenrose. Saved by Hammer. Miller's going to set it outside to Walsh. Touch to the net by Glenrose. Back on the Decatur side. Set it up in the middle. Lowry this time goes to the right corner. Whistle in the net is Glenrose. Point for the Lady Eagles. 3-1. Back to serve again is going to be Schultz, the senior, 5'3". Serve is going to be deep right corners. They're going after that same girl. Bump set to the back row. Back row attack from Young. Touches the net, falls over. It's going to be right close to the net, blocked by Flippin. They set it outside. That's Walsh. That's going to be blocked at the net, and it falls in on the Decatur side. Point for Glenrose, makes it 3-2. Had the big arms of Amy Flippin. The good news is Flippin back to serve. Just a junior. Has been on the varsity since she's a freshman. Serve from Flippin. Jump serve handled by Hammer. They push it over to Miller. Right side. Trulson swings left-handed. Saved by Trulson, but out of bounds. Another block for the Lady Tigers. And we are tied up at 3 here in this first set. First set brought to you by Rosenbaum Dental.
Just like we talked about in the pregame show, the Eagles haven't been tested, so those plays have worked for the last 2 rounds of the playoffs.
Flipping back to serve. Hammer's going to handle it. It goes back on the Glenrose side. They'll play it right side. Bordeaux puts it over. Diving one-handed save by Schultz. A center dump by the Lady Eagles, and it's down. Point for Decatur. It's 4-3. Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball brought to you by Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and Fit and Wise. Back to serve. Morgan
Miller
Hammer.
able to put that right in the middle, top of the circle, and no defense there for the Tigers.
Hammer to serve it. Wearing her black libero jersey with the blue spandex. Blonde hair with the red ribbon Lady Eagles have. Strong serve handled by Young. They set it up, blocked at the net by Decatur, but it falls on the Decatur side. That was Haley Huggins at the net. We're tied at 4. We'll try to get scores from the Stephenville and Springtown match. That's going on down the road at Peaster. That one should be underway as well. 4-4 your score. Serving for Glenrose, the libero, number 6, Abigail Bunt. Serve is over. They'll go right side, Trolson, and dug by Glenrose. They can't keep it alive, though. A point for Decatur, and a nice keel to get Trolson going here. Subs coming in is going to be number 11, Maddie Whitley, and number 18, Braylon Peck, 6'1" freshman. Whitley back to serve. Oh, we don't even have our sideline mic on over there. Now we got it.
Whenever you play in this kind of atmosphere, the coaches have to use their outside voice just to talk to their player right next to them.
Glenrose picked up in the back row by Schultz. They set up right side. It goes to the back row. It's going to be dug up by Bunt. Glenrose on the attack, goes over the block. Hammer is there. Decatur sets it up in the middle, tipped over the block, saved by Glenrose. They'll play it, puts it way up in the air, and a free ball coming to Decatur. Schultz to Whitley, left side, Walsh out, too strong down that left side. We're tied at 5. She, on that free ball, she had it set up, just did not get on top of the ball enough to get it in that inline back there. Back to serve for the Lady Tigers, Gabriel Bordeaux, senior. Serve is over. It's going to go out. Another service error for Glenrose, and a point for the Lady Eagles makes it 6-5. Lady Eagles on top here in the Rosenbaum Dental first set. We've got the official telling Coach Forrester.
5:15. 12-9, 5:15.
That's the voice of the down official over there coming back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Here's Ruby Helm, 5'4" junior. Serve receive back there is Bordeaux, Bunt, and I think a 3. No, there's another one back there hiding. Serve is going to be over. That was going to be pushed over by Glenrose. Hammer, a bump set, left side. Hornsby through the block and in. A point for the Lady Eagles. 7-5. 2-point lead here in the first set. Thanks to Parker Properties bringing us our first serve tonight. Ruby Helm back to serve it again. 7-5 Decatur. Serve is over. It's going to be handled by Bunt. Over to set it is Avery Gray, and now through the block and dug up in the back row by Hammer. They set it outside to Hornsby's, dug up by Glenrose in the back row. They push it outside, blocked at the net, but it's going to be on the line. They call it out. Point for Glenrose. Must not have been on the line, because if it was on the line, it would have been a point for Decatur. And that was on the far side. Makes it 7-6. Decatur up by 1 here in the Rosenbaum Dental first. Serve is over. Hammer is there. Whitley, left side to Hornsby. It is going to be off the block and out of bounds. A point for the Lady Eagles. 8-6. Thanks for joining us on Decatur Sports Network, on Lone Star Sports Radio. If you're watching our scoreboard on YouTube or Facebook Live, welcome. Welcome to the broadcast. Likes, shares, and hearts is what we like to say.
That's right.
Haley Huggins. Serve tried to go short, just about 3 inches too short as it hit the tape and fell in on the Decatur side. It's going to be a point for the Lady Tigers, makes the score now 8-7.
Hornsby the leading hitter right now for the Eagles.
Let's see, back to serve. Is that number 11, Maddie Young? It is for Glenrose. She'll serve it deep. It's going to be handled by Helm. They'll set it up, and it's going to be Lowry put it over. Scrambling for it is Glenrose, and they put it over free. Whitley sets it outside to Hornsby, through the block and dug up in the back row. Whistle, and in the net is a Glenrose net violation. Point for the Lady Eagles, 9-7. Don't forget Friday night, Decatur Eagles taking on the Pampa Harvesters in Vernon. We'll have it here on Decatur Sports Network. Back to serve is going to be Ellie Miller, 5'6" junior for the Lady Eagles. We've got Junior, Helm, Hammer, Trulson, Lowry, and Hornsby. They set it up left side to Waits. It's going to be dug up in the back row. And now Trulson from that right side tips it over the block. It falls in. Point Decatur. 10-7, a 3-point advantage. Largest lead of the night for the Lady Eagles.
Might be a timeout here coming. And if the Eagles score one more, going to be a timeout coming. Coach Langford.
Back to serve. Miller, they set it up. Flippin's going to hammer this one down. Dug up by Miller in the back row. Back to Flippin. They put it over in 1. Miller sets it outside to Hornsby. Goes off the block. It looked like it might have touched the antenna. They don't call it. Miller's there. Hammer under it. She's going to set it above her head to Trulson. Goes over the block and falls in. Point Eagles. 11-7. Great point. The Eagles might have got away with one here, Eric. I think that ball touched this antenna. There was no call by the official. And no timeout either. Ellie Miller back to serve. Strong serve to that back row. It's going to be played. They'll set it up to the outside. Blocked at the net by the Lady Eagles, but it goes out of bounds. A point for the Tigers. Makes it now 11-8.
Trulson and Hornsby both with 3 kills off of 4 attempts. Trulson also has 1 error. And those are your two hitters right now, both hitting over 300.
Avery Gray back to serve for Glenrose. Serve is strong, and it's going to be out. He called it out, Eric. That's all I'm going to say. He called it out.
Well, the issue here at this gym, the back line inside the paint from the free throw area, it has a double line. It's got a line outside the line, so it's hard to see.
It wasn't that hard to see. Schultz, they set it up and a swing, and that one's out. Point for Decatur. And now you're down by 5. Coach Langford hadn't called the timeout yet. She's making her way to the middle of the court. She's not going to call it, and Schultz will be back to serve again. She's trying to encourage her team. She wants to save those timeouts against a team like this, and then Amy Flippin pushes one to that back right corner, and there's nobody home. It's going to be a point for Glenrose. Makes it 13-9.
Two-handed push out of the middle by Flippin. Her first kill on 4 attempts.
Flippin back to serve now. Then she'll leave for the libero. Serve's going to go in the net. Point Decatur. If we do have Glenrose folks with us, welcome. This is Decatur broadcast, blue and white, but we'll let you.
That's
we'll let you
4 service errors by the Tigers. That's 1 service error by the Eagles.
14-9 your score. Hammer to serve for the Lady Eagles. Serve is going to be over, and they set it up in the middle. Tipped over by number 10 Arrington. Miller, right side Trulson, through the block and in, a point for the Lady Eagles, 15-9. And I think Coach Langford wants to talk about it, and she does. A Grand Pools timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. I'm here to check on Chase Chapman on Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. I assure you, he's one of the hardest working guys in the business. I'm always seeing him in the field. He never takes a day off. He's always going, let's check on him. I know he's on his lunch break. Let's just say hi real quick.
Ah! What are you doing?
Dude, I'm about to go hunting. It's deer season. Man, I got a huge deer on camera, man.
Stop. Cut. Do you ever work? Ah!
Welcome back to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball, 15-9 here in the Rosenbaum Dental First. Lady Eagles lead it. Back.
Hornsby hitting 750.
Serve from Hammers over, and they'll play it to Bordeaux. Goes cross court, dug up by Walsh. Trulson goes with a right hand. The left-handed hitter goes with a right hand, tips it over, falls in. Point Lady Eagles, 16-9. Can the Lady Eagles keep them in single digits? They've done that a lot so far in this postseason. This would be a heck of an accomplishment if you could do that to the Glenrose Lady Tigers. Hammer, serve, strong. It's going to be over to Bordeaux. They'll set it up right side to Sienert, and it's going to be a kill as it goes through the block, and a diving Schultz can't get to it. Now 16-10.
Got it to the back right side, and I think the left back player went just a little bit too far over. She had to dive back to her right, not able to handle that one.
16-10 your score. Back to serve is going to be Abigail Bunt, the libero for the Lady Tigers. Serve is to the Eagles, and pass goes over the net, and who was that? Number 12 right there, Avery Gray. You're ready to put it down.
I think it was a 10. Avery's on the back.
Point for Decatur. Okay, Alex Arrington. Point for Glenrose at 16-11. Sorry. 16-11, Abigail Bunt back to serve once again. Serve is over. Hammer passes. Miller in the middle. It's going to be pushed over by number 10. Whistle, and into that is Glenrose. Net violation.
Glenrose has their setters also playing the front row. Arrington plays middle and sets, and Gray plays center and right side.
Trying to get you a score from that Stephenville and Springtown game. Back to serve. Maddie Whitley. Serve is handled by Bunt. They'll set it up outside to Young. Dug up by Hammer. Nice dig there. Set up in the middle. Pushed over. A whistle. They're going to call the Lady Eagles for a in the set double. Excuse me. It's going to make it. I put the score on the wrong side. Makes it 17-12. Back to serve is going to be Gabrielle Bordeaux. For the Lady Tigers, serve is over. It's going to be handled by Hammer. Whitley sets right side to Walsh. Blocked. Dug up. Nope, not dug up. Point Glenrose. 17-13. Pretty good block they have right there on that right side, Eric.
They know that play. They've blocked her 3 times. She's got 3 hitting errors. They all been on that side.
There's another one. Blocked that time by Alex Arrington. She's got a couple in a row at 17-14. 3-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. Back to serve. This is a very strong rotation for Glenrose, even with flipping out. And here's just a mental error on the Lady Eagles. They set it in the middle, and there's nobody home at 17-15. We're going to have sub coming in. This is going to be number 6, Danny Blair, coming into the ball game. Number 15, Avery Walsh, will leave. Don't see that very often out of the Lady Eagles. Gabriel Bordeaux back to serve. 22-18 in the second. Stephenville won the first, 25-15. And it's going to be Blair who hits it over, dug up by Bunt. They set it up in the middle, through the block, and in the net is Decatur. Another point for the Lady Tigers. You might see a timeout coming here from Coach Forrester, and you do. Grand pulls timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Hawkins Funeral Home is Wise County's only locally owned funeral home and has been serving Wise County and the surrounding area since 1906. The staff at Hawkins Funeral Home is available to you 24/7, 365. Call Hawkins Funeral Home at 940-627-5959 or visit one of their 3 locations in Decatur, Bridgeport, or Boyd. Hawkins Funeral Home, proud supporter of Wise County youth and education and sports.
Welcome back to Lady Eagles volleyball here on the Decatur Sports Network and LoneStarSportsRadio.com. Back to serve again, Gabriel Bordeaux. The Lady Eagles have given up about 6 in a row here. And they're going to get a swing at it. Huggins couldn't put it down. They'll tip it over in 2. Schultz is there, and the Eagles setter dump unsuccessful. Set it back outside to Maddie Young. Down the line, out of bounds. They call the Lady Eagles in the net.
The ball was out, but it was called in the net.
And just like that, we are tied at 17 here in the Rosenbaum Dental First.
We were up 16-9, and we scored 1 point since then, an 8-1 run.
Lady Eagles volleyball brought to you by Chapman Landscape and Fit and Wise. Serve over. It's going to be Blair. Outside to Blair. Tips it over the block. They dive in and hit it into the net. And the Lady Eagles break that run and get the point. Retain the lead now 18-17.
Gracie Trulson and Laura Hornsby, the top 2 hitters for the Eagles, have been out in this rotation now. They finally got somebody. They got about Hornsby back in there.
Ruby Helm back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Right here in front of us to our right. Let's see what they're talking about over there.
4 subs left for the Eagles.
Yep, that's what you heard the down official say. 18-17. That's a lot of, not many subs left, Eric, if you've been through them already. Serve is going to be played back to the Lady Eagles. Hammer's there. A free ball coming from Decatur. Can't make it. We're tied back up at 18. Glenrose hanging around here in this first. Just is it mental errors keeping them in it? Just not, things aren't working their way the way they were in the
their main 2 hitters are on the bench right now just because of the rotation.
18-18 serve handled by the Lady Eagles. It's going to be poked over by number 12, Hornsby. Free ball. Nope, they're going to swing on it. Number 11 hits it into the net. A point for the Lady Eagles. 19-18 Decatur here in the first. Lowry comes back in. Hammer's going out as the libero. Huggins back to serve.
Arrington, Flippin, and Saran are the only 3 on Decatur or Glenrose that have a positive hitting percentage.
And here's a swing by Glenrose and off the hands of Ruby Hellman, out of bounds. We're tied back up at 19 now here in the Rosenbaum Dental First. Thanks for joining us here. Decatur Sports Network, Rob Matthews and Eric Morris.
Helm and Flippin both have 2 kills off of 5 attempts, both hitting 400. They only have 1 other person, that's number 3, that's hitting in positive numbers. Eagles just not able to get it done offensively right now.
Maddie Young back to serve. Serve is going to be floated over. That's Hornsby. They set it outside. Hornsby just puts it over free. Right to Flippin. She tries to go to the back corner. Now they save it. Hammers under it. Hornsby left side. Over the block and in. Had top spin on it and got it down inside that back line. Had the big block of Amy Flippin right in her face and was able to get it down.
Another thing, here comes Ellie Miller back in. Ellie Miller has been out since the 16-9 score.
Second set down the road. Stephenville defeats Springtown 25-20. Stephenville 1 set away from being the first team to the regional tournament. Serve, it's going to be dug up by the Lady Eagles. Lowry swings at it. It's put back on the Lady Eagle side. Trolson's going to be called for a double. It's 20-20. The right side hitter tried to set it out to the left side, and they called Trolson for the double contact. We're tied at 20. Here the first set.
Coach is telling Trolson, you're left-handed. Just go ahead and jump and hit the ball. You're on the front row.
I mean, it was right there for you. Hammers there. It's going to be Miller chasing it down. Bumps at Trulson. Right side. Off the block. He goes off the hands and into the bench. There's going to be a point for the Lady Eagles. And the Lady Eagles up 21-20 here in the first.
15-5.
Krisha Heston brings a set point here in a minute. Serve is going to be over and a service error. That is not a smile on Coach Forrester's face. Up 21-20 and hit the serve out the back. It does send Flippin to the back row and out, but I think that's when they made their run a while ago with her out. Flippin will serve it. Hammer is there. Miller sets it up. Right side. Trulson is going to be blocked, but out of bounds. A point for the Lady Eagles. 22-21. Eric, you can't do this trade point for point right now. You've got to win by 2.
At some point, somebody's got to score 2 in a row. Morgan Hammer on the back row serving right now.
22-21. Decatur leads it here in the Rosenbaum Dental first. Hammer serve is over. They'll play it right side to number 3, Seenert. It's going to be off the hands of Miller and out of bounds. We're tied back up at 22. All right, first one to 3. Got to win by 2. We're playing the best of 5 sets tonight.
I think if somebody does score 2 in a row, the other coach is going to call timeout.
Each team does have 1 timeout left. Service is over. Miller's under it. Sets it to Trulson. Roll shot over the block. It's going to fall in. Smarter, not harder, Eric.
Trulson, 8 kills on 9 attempts.
All right, see if we can't win 2 more right here. Trulson back to serve. Left-handed serve is short. It's going to be picked up by by Glenrose, and they'll play it a free ball. Bordeaux, roll shot over. Hammer, Miller, outside. Number 15, Walsh, blocked. Point Glenrose. Tied at 23 here. Rosenbaum Dental brings us the first set.
Walsh has 4 hitting errors. It may take her coming inside and hitting off the block instead of hitting into it.
Miller puts this one over on the setter dump. They'll set it outside, blocked at the net, and then Miller saves it. It's going to be put over by Huggins. And now left-handed center dump. Hammer saves it. Lady Eagles put it over free. Nice hustle. Then Glenrose hits it into the net. It's set point. Great hustle and a timeout. Graham Pulls brings it to us. We'll take a break and be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Hey, Wise County, Erico AC and Heat is honored to support the Decatur Eagles. Since 1982, Erico has been Wise County's premier HVAC specialist, taking care of all your heating and cooling needs, as well as sales, refrigeration, and installation services. If you're in need of HVAC assistance, call us at 940-627-5882 or check us out online at eriehvac.com. Let's go, Eagles! Woo!
24-23 on the James Wood scoreboard. James Wood Motors brings us the score. It's 24-23. Set point for the Lady Eagles, brought to you by Krisha Heston at Parker Properties. 24-23, back to serve for the Lady Eagles. That was a great point, both sides. Went the Lady Eagles' way. See if we can't get one more out of them. This is going to be number 15, Walsh. Serve is over. It's an ace. 25-23 in the first set. Rosenbaum Dental brings it to us. We'll take a break and be back with the NRS second set in a moment. You're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Fuzzy's Taco Shop is your one-stop taco shop. For breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, hang time, game time, you get the picture. Our Fuzzy's Baja-inspired tacos, nachos, burritos, and fresh salads are perfect for any time of the day. Grab your ticket stub and head into your local Fuzzy's in Decatur today or tomorrow for free chips and queso with a $5 purchase.
S&J Pharmacy at 1101 West Eagle Drive can fill prescriptions in 15 minutes or less with fast and friendly service. They also offer same-day compounding, private consultations, medication therapy management, immunizations, B12 shots, a convenient drive-through window, and free home delivery. S&J Pharmacy accepts all major insurance plans, including Blue Cross and TRICARE. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6 and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 940-627-5400. That's 627-5400 for S&J Pharmacy in Decatur.
Bison Creek Homes is an established home builder in Decatur, proudly serving Wise County and surrounding areas. With an in-house licensed architect and interior designer, Bison Creek Homes has been leading the way in innovative home designs such as modern, contemporary, farmhouse, Texas Hill Country designs, and more. Come put our many years of construction experience to work for you. Visit bisoncreekhomes.com and check out the many beautiful homes we have built. And go Eagles!
Cobb Rental, located in Decatur, has the best selection of prices in the Wise County area on equipment rentals and sales. They have skid steers, lifts, trenchers, welders, forklifts, excavators, backhoes, and much more on hand and ready to go to work for you. Whether you need heavy-duty backhoes or trailers for transport, chances are Cobb Rental will have what you're looking for. Come see us at FM 51 in Decatur or online at CobbRentalAndEquipment.com. Good luck, Eagles, from Cobb Rental in Decatur.
And we're back here at the Brock Eagle Gym. Your Decatur Eagles playing the Glen Rose Tigers. The first set stats: Ellie Miller, 8 assists. Gracie Trulson, 8 kills on 9 attempts. Walsh, 1 kill on 5 attempts. Hornsby, 5 kills on 8 attempts. Huggins still looking for her first kill. And Lily Lowry, 3 attempts with 1 kill. That's Gracie Trulson hitting almost 1,000. And Hornsby's hitting almost 1,000. Those two girls are the ones that have been scoring all the points on the other side. Flippin and Arrington and number 3, Sarah, number 3, are the only ones that had a positive hitting percentage for the Tigers.
All right, we get going in the NRS second set. Maddie Young will lead things off, senior outside hitter for Glen Rose. They put it over. Lowry's there. It's an overset, and Flippin ends that point. And that's going to be a point for Glen Rose. We're off and running here in the NRS second, thanks to Chapman Landscape and Irrigation and FitWise bringing us Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network. Back to serve once again is Maddie Young. 1-0 Lady Tigers. Serve, another high serve. It's going to be too short in the net. We're tied back up at 1.
That's 5 service errors for the Tigers.
That's a lot. We've played 1 set and 2 points.
We got 2 on the Eagles.
Meredith Schultz back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Serve is deep. Add another one, Eric. It's going to be a service error.
3 service errors for the Eagles to 2 aces. That is not the ratio you'd like to have.
2-1 your score. Back to serve is going to be number 12. That's Avery Gray. Serve is over, handled by Schultz. Miller sets it up in the middle to Lowry. One-handed dig. They call Glen Rose in the net. Point Decatur. 3-1. Just kidding. 2-2. Had the wrong points.
Lowry hitting 500 now. 2 kills on 4 attempts.
2-2 your score. This is Decatur serving. Who is it serving? It's Morgan Hammer. Back in the back row. It's going to be dug up and into the net. They'll play it. Flippin pushes over in 2. And with her height, most players only can push it over the net. She's tall enough to put some downward angle on it when she puts it over, and she finds the court. It's 3-2 Glen Rose. Flippin back to serve. I don't know officially how tall she is. I'm going to call her 6'1 3/4. Serve is over. Miller's there, and it could have been a violation on Glen Rose. They don't call it, and free ball coming from the Lady Tigers, but it hits the tape and falls in on their side. Point Eagles. 3 up here in the second. NRS brings us the second set. Amy Flippin, the big blocker and hitter for Glen Rose, checks out.
I'm surprised the Decatur coach, I'm surprised the Glen Rose coach is allowing that last play to go. Miller definitely on the back row, touched the ball from the front row hitter for Glen Rose.
3-3 your score. Decatur back to serve. And it's going to be number 11, Maddie Whitley. They set it up in the middle, blocked by Lowry, blocked by Braylon Peck, and it falls in. She wasn't able to keep it on the Glen Rose side. Point for the Lady Tigers. Back to serve is number 6, Abigail Bunt. Serve. Over. They'll play it. Decatur touches it over, and now Glenrose. They'll attack left side. Maddie Young over the block, dug up by Schultz. We've got ankle brace trying to come off, and a tip. They'll put this one over the net, but way out. Point Lady Eagles. We're tied back up at 4 now. A lot of hustle taking place out here.
When Glenrose was able to make that 8-1 run earlier, that is when Trulson and Hornsby were both on the sidelines. Hornsby's got one more rotation on the front. No, I'm sorry. She's off. She's on the front.
Serve from Decatur. They'll set it up right side, and the Tigers run over each other. Point Lady Eagles. It's 5-4. First lead of this set here in the NRS second. Don't forget Friday night, Eagle football against Pampa. By-district round, that game coming from Vernon, Texas, and an ace. One of them went to the right to get out of the way. That was Bordeaux. And then number 6, Abigail Bunt, went to the left to give Bordeaux room, and there was nobody there to clean it up. It hit the floor, and ace 6-4. Back to serve number 5, Ruby Helm for the Lady Eagles. Serve is a nice low serve, dug up, and they'll play it right side. Bordeaux hits it over the block. Nice dig by the Lady Eagles. Bump set from Hammer. They go to Hornsby off the block and out of bounds. A point for the Lady Eagles. It's 7-4. Hornsby missed lots of action early in the season with an injury. In the last few weeks, she's really looked good. 7-4 your score. Back to serve is Helm again. They'll play this one. Set it up outside the antenna and dug up by Hammer. Set it up to Hornsby through the block, dug up by Bunt. They go back outside to Young, over the block. It's going to be Hammer there. They go to Peck on the near side. It's going to be tipped at the net, and Glenrose will play it. Right side to Bordeaux, through the block, dug up in the back row by Helm. They set it outside to Hornsby, off the block and out of bounds. A point for the Lady Eagles. 8-4.
Hornsby, 7 kills on 11 attempts.
Timeout on the court. Graham Pools brings it to us. Be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball.
Fit and Wise in Decatur is proud to provide sports medicine and therapy programs for all North Texas athletes with injury clinics on Saturday mornings. Their sports and therapy program features an experienced sports medicine team, a wide range of team and extreme sports programs, and physical therapy and rehabilitation services to keep you on top of your game. Fit and Wise has a state-of-the-art therapy location right here in Decatur, along with others around the Metroplex. Come by and visit our friendly staff or visit us online at fitandwise.com.
8-4 your score in the NRS second set. Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball brought to you by Chapman Landscape and Fit and Wise. Lady Eagles won the first set 25-23. Helm back to serve, and it's going to be handled by Bunt. They'll set this one up and tip it over the block. Saved by Whitley. And now the high set out to Hornsby. Blocked at the net. Stays on the Decatur side. A bump set from Hammer. Back to Hornsby. Through the block, and actually it's not through the block. It's put back on the Decatur side. Point Glenrose. It's 8-5.
That's Hornsby's first hitting error on 13 attempts. 7 kills.
Back to serve is Gabriel Bordeaux. Senior right side hitter. She'll step up, serve it over, and the pass goes errant, and Hammer will just have to put it over. They set it up outside to Young. A whistle called, then a double contact violation on Glenrose. A point for Decatur, makes it 9-5. Isn't there a song about that, Eric?
9-5. 9 serving 5.
Huggins will serve it. Glenrose goes down the line and in. That was their number 10, Alex Arrington, on the kill. Makes the score now 9-6.
Arrington, their leading hitter, 3 for 7 right now.
She'll be back in serving. Serve to Decatur. Up in the middle, and it's going to be touched by Glenrose, but they can't keep it alive. It's 10-6. 10-6.
Lowry, Hornsby, and Trulson are the 3 top hitters right now for the Eagles.
Ellie Miller back to serve. This is rotation number 1, where they started the first set. Serve short in a one-handed dig, overpass, and the Lady Eagles there to win the point makes the score now 11-6. Starting to build on this lead like we had in the first set. Eric Miller serve to the back row. It's going to be dug by Young. They set it up flipping off the block. Dug in the back row by Helm. Miller sets it outside to Hornsby. Over the block, a little roll shot. Bump set from Bordeaux. It's going to be attack from Young off the block. Dug up by Hammer. Nice dig in the back row by Hammer. Trulson off the attack on the right side. They'll set it up back to Young on the left side. Blocked, and it goes off the shoulder of Trulson and out of bounds. A point for the Lady Tigers. 11-7 your score in the NRS second set. The Lady Eagles won the Rosenbaum-Dental first set 25-23. Maddie Young back to serve, senior outside hitter for the Lady Tigers. Serve is going to be over and dug up. Miller will be on the net. Sets it in. That is Trulson, who hammers it away. Too strong and out of bounds, they say. She looks shocked that it was not called a touch. Number 11, Maddie Young to serve it. Looking to coach Langford for the signal on where to serve it. They serve it to Hornsby. A bump set all the way across. Trulson is going to be tipped back over by Glenrose. Joust at the net. Somebody was in the net, and it was Glenrose. Point, Lady Eagles, 12-8.
Trulson, the left-hander on that left side, working the block.
There's always one side is extremely happy, the other side is extremely mad, or vice versa. It's pretty funny to watch the emotion go back and forth across this gym. Schultz back to serve it. Meredith Schultz, 5'3", senior for the Lady Eagles. Serve is going to be a float serve over. They'll pass it, and it's going to be Decatur there to put it down. It was an overpass right on the net. One of the Lady Eagles got their hands on it. We're now up 13-8, Decatur.
Coach Forster serving the left side hitter for Glenrose.
Serve to Glenrose, and they'll play it, run into each other, tip it over, free ball, almost got the point. Lady Eagles off the block, and that should have been touched, and it was touched by Glenrose. Makes the score 14-8, a 6-point lead here in the NRS second set. Coach Langford trying to rotate her rotation around to change her serve receive. Coach Forrester in the same dress she wore on Friday. She says she's superstitious like that, and she'll wear it throughout the playoffs. Flipping with a big swing, dug up by Decatur. Trulson with a tip, saved by Flippin. It goes over. Gabriel Bordeaux tries a swing on it. It goes into the net. A point for Decatur, makes it 15-8.
Coach Langford not happy about the double not being called there.
She's got good reason, too. Schultz to serve. Decatur up by 8 now as they get the ace. Ace brought to you by Wise Choice Meats. 16-8 your score. Serve. It's going to be handled by Bordeaux. They bump set outside and swing. Dug up in the back row by Schultz. One-handed tip over. Now Flippin sets it outside. Blocked at the net by Trulson. And a point for Decatur. 17-8. A Grand Pulls timeout. Coach Langford wants to talk to her girls. And we'll take a break. You're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
For all your seamless gutter needs, give us a call at Wise Gutter Solutions, area code 940-389-7880 for a free estimate. We service Wise and all surrounding counties. We offer new install, repair, leak protection, and cleaning services. We have over 32 different colors for you to choose from also. You can log on to our Facebook page and follow us at Wise Gutter Solutions or our website, wiseguttersolutions.com. We appreciate the opportunity to earn your business, and we look forward to speaking with you. Make the wise choice, Wise Gutter Solutions.
Out of that Grand Pulls timeout, 17-8 your score. Lady Eagles up big here in this NRS second. And right on cue, Decatur serves it into the net. Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball brought to you by Chapman Landscape and by Fit n Wise. Back to serve for Glenrose, number 12, Avery Gray, the junior setter.
This is their best rotation right here for the Tigers.
That's also a very critical spot in this match for Glenrose. You don't want Decatur out in front of you 2-0, Eric, because they're awfully hard to beat in 3 straight.
And this is also Trulson's last rotation on the front row.
17-9 here in the NRS second. Serve coming from Glenrose, number 12, Avery Gray. Serve. Number 8, Lowry is there, and now Trolson, a roll shot over it, falls in. Glenrose tried to run at it like they saved it from hitting the floor, but there was no call from this official in this corner, and it sure did look like it hit the floor clean.
Trulson, 8 kills in the first set, 5 in the second so far.
18-9 your score. Hammer back to serve for Decatur. Serve, a high float serve, handled by Glenrose into the net. An ace. 19-9, Lady Eagles by 10. Coach Langford trying to find something to get her girls back into this set. Not only is the set getting away from them, the momentum is getting away as well. Flippin's going to swing on it. One-handed dig by Schultz, straight up in the air. Miller dumps it over into Flippin is there to save it. Miller in the middle this time, and they go cross court. That was number 10, Haley Huggins on the kill, makes it 20-9.
I've got that as her first kill. She's been set 8 times, and that's her first kill in the match.
20-9 your score. Hammer back to serve. Strong serve, handled by Arrington. They set it up right side, and a nice kill and swing there by number 3, Ava Sienert, the junior outside hitter for Glenrose. Gets them in double digits. It's 20-10. Amy Flippin back to serve. Big, she played in that Decatur Glenrose basketball game last year. Everybody is the same Flippin they had then, and the serve goes to Hammer off her hands, out of bounds. Point for
Flippin has 2 kills in the first set, 2 kills in the second set, and she's got 10 attempts so far in the match.
20 to 11.
Flippin is their leading hitter.
What are they talking about over there at the table? Looking for a towel? Nobody's got one.
Okay, use your shoes.
Well, the Glenrose player was trying to wipe the floor, and she used her forearm. High serve. Handled by the Lady Eagles, that's Walsh. They set it up to Walsh. It's blocked at the net by Ava Sienert. It'll be Glenrose point, 20-12. Flipping back to serve once again for the red team. Slams the ball down a few times. Now she'll approach. High serve over. It's going to be handled by Walsh. Miller to Trulson. And a one-handed dig off the hands of Flippin is no good. It's 21-12 now. Flippin leaves. Coming in number 7, Reese Anderson, junior defensive specialist for the Lady Tigers.
Whenever Flippin's in the middle back, you want to set somebody that can hit the ball right to her and get her off the court as soon as possible.
Served by Blair, almost an ace. They'll play it, push it over in the middle, tipped over by Glenrose. That was number 10, Alex Arrington, who found the court. Makes the score now 21-13. Decatur here in the NRS second. The Lady Eagles won the first set, 25-23, looking to take a 2-0 lead here in this regional quarterfinal. Served by Bunt of Glenrose is over, and the Lady Eagles have to get creative there to get that ball over. Anderson bump set outside to Young. Over the block, saved by Hammer in the back row. Schultz a bump set all the way over to Walsh. Over the block, dug up by Bunt in the back row. They set it outside to Young. It's going to go through the block, dug up by Schultz, and off the net by Decatur, saved by Glenrose, and now a free ball coming from Sienert. Schultz, and off the block, who was it that got the kill there? Number 10. That was Haley Huggins. Point for the Lady Eagles, 22-13.
2 kills off of 10 attempts. Huggins, the last 2 points were from her.
Eagles football on Friday night in Vernon. Tigers, they've got them a good football team too. They're playing they're playing Graham this week. Serve. And the Lady Tigers put it over Alex Arrington. They call Decatur in the net. Makes the score now 22-14.
Arrington is a very heady player. She noticed when she was on the left side that there was a double block inside. She pushed it out, got the point. That time she's on the right side. She pushed it down the line and gets 2 points in a row for the Tigers.
Bordeaux to serve it. Hammer. And they set it outside to Hornsby. Over the block, dug up by Anderson back row. Gray sets it up to Bordeaux. She hits it over. Lady Eagles will attack. Hornsby right side into the net. Point Glenrose, 22-15. You don't want to give them a bunch of a run here to get them back in it. We need a side out. get the serve back. Gabriel Bordeaux back to serve once again. It's going to be Haley Huggins who passes it, then gets the swing and hits it too strong, out of bounds, 22-16. Winner of this match will play the winner of Canyon Randall and Monahans, and that'll be the first game at Friendship High School Friday night, I think at 6 o'clock. Don't quote me on that. Set it outside, and it's going to be Hornsby. Again, that one's going to be another error. Makes the score now 22-17. Glenrose now within 5, making it look a lot closer than this set really has been. Gabriel
Bordeaux
back
timeout.
to serve. Graham Pools brings it to us. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance in Wise County has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, and life insurance since 1963. We have 2 locations in Decatur and Bridgeport that serve over 4,500 members in Wise County and the surrounding areas. Whether you're wrangling cattle or kiddos, we're proud to protect all fellow Texans in all Texan ways of life. Kelly Lynch, Doyle Lowe, Lisa Bradshaw, Chris Hanlon, and Monty Houston are located in the Decatur office across from James Wood Motors. Lisa Bryant and Todd Vineyard are located in the heart of Bridgeport on Halsell Street. Give us a call or stop by and speak to one of our 6 local agents. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications, and policy terms may vary by situation.
22-17. Graham Pools brings us a timeout. Back here for the NRS second set. Eric.
The Tigers are not getting a lot of attempts, and they're getting kills, maximizing those attempts. They're not hitting a lot of errors. The Eagles have 3 girls with over 4 errors hitting-wise, even though they're getting a lot of attempts.
Bordeaux serve and an out of rotation on Decatur, a rotation violation. Coach Forrester, that might be one of the only times that's happened all year.
Normally when that happens is when your setter is behind the middle on the front row and the libero gets on the other side of her.
No, normally what happens is the official gets it wrong.
Yeah, and then they say, so they're saying her right now, and that's what it was, the DS.
But they're looking at it right now. I think Forrester and crew is right. And
I've had this argument plenty of times over the last 20 years.
Odds on if she's going to win it. Will she win the argument?
If you run an odd rotation, if you have your setter fall on your left and then the next time they fall in the middle, sometimes the down ref gets that a little bit misunderstood and they make that call. So this time they're going to have to move the setter over toward the middle and their DS is going to have to go to the right side. So just a little, it's only an inch that makes a difference.
22-18, serve. And the Lady Eagles fight over it. They'll go to Peck on this right side, blocked, but in on the Glenrose side, a point for the Lady Eagles. It's 23-18. 1 point away from our Krisha Heston Parker Properties set point. Back to serve for the Lady Eagles, Haley Huggins. Serve down the line, dug by Anderson. They'll set it up outside to Young. It's going to be in the net, point Lady Eagles, and it is Krisha Heston Parker Properties set point here, 24-18. Lady Eagles 1 point away from taking a commanding 2-set lead here in this regional quarterfinal. Serve down the line and out. Service error right on cue, Eric.
Yep.
24-19.
That's her second serving error.
Now you got Flippin coming back in. And number 10, Alex Arrington, 2 of their better hitters on the front row.
We need Hornsby to get this ball on the outside.
Winslow. It's Arrington serving. Serve over the net, dug by Decatur. They set it up outside for the set. Nobody home, point Lady Eagles. Set point. Lady Eagles win it 25-19. Thanks to NRS for bringing us the second set. We'll be back with the Shop in Decatur third set in a moment. See if the Lady Eagles can send us to Lubbock. Once again, you're listening to Decatur Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on Decatur Sports Network.
Build or buy your dream home with help from the mortgage experts at First National Bank Mortgage. Mortgage money man Mark Goodwin will help you build or buy the home of your dreams in Wise County. Our office is now open in Bridgeport, and we're ready to get to work on your new home loan. Why trust your mortgage to anyone else? First National Bank Mortgage, now open in Bridgeport. Apply online at mortgagemoneyman.com. NMLS 543312, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The law firm of Kernot and Hafer is once again a proud sponsor of Decatur Eagle. With its Decatur office located on the Decatur Town Square, the firm includes local attorney Pat Wadlington and focuses on litigation and dispute management within a wide range of areas, including family and custody issues, business and commercial disputes, estate and inheritance matters, and personal injury and death cases. Kernot and Hafer, friendly, professional, direct, and strong. We're there when you need us.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Welcome back. Lady Eagles lead 2-0. Time for the Shop in Decatur third set. Eric.
In that, after 2 sets, Gracie Trulson has 12 kills on 15 attempts, 1 error. Walsh has 1 kill on 9 attempts, 4 errors. Hornsby, 8 kills on 19 attempts, 4 errors. And Haley Huggins, 2 kills on 11 attempts. Lowry, 3 kills on 5 attempts. The girls you want to get the ball to right now, when it's on the line, is Trulson and Hornsby. Those are the ones that are getting it done. Ellie Miller, 12 assists. Blair, 2 assists. And Whitley, 4 assists. I think they made an adjustment in that set from Whitley being the center when Trulson and Hornsby were off to Blair being the center at that time. They just felt like they had an opportunity with Blair to get the ball to someone else besides Trulson and Hornsby.
The Lady Eagles will have the serve first. Serving on this near side, Ellie Miller back to serve. 1 set away from going to the regional tournament. Serve from Decatur. They set it right side to Maddie Young. Blocked at the net by the Lady Eagles. A point for Decatur. 1-0 to start the NRS third. Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball brought to you by Chapman Landscape and Fit and Wise. Serve, overpass, back to the Lady Eagles. They go Trulson, right side. Fine spot in the back row. We're up 2-0. That was easy on the overpass. A free ball for the Lady Eagles, and it's now 2-0. Ellie Miller back to serve. Miller approaches, right-handed serve. It's going to be played by Glenrose. They set it up to Flippin. Has to change her approach and does sneak it in just inside that back line. Coach Forrester wanted the call out. He got this one right. It's a 2-1.
That's 5 kills from Arrington on 10 attempts.
Maddie Young to serve it for the Lady Tigers. High serve played by Walsh. Set up to Lowry. She rears back on it. It catches the net and saves it for Glenrose. Blocked at the net. It's Decatur. And a one-handed dig by Glenrose falls without being touched on their side. It's 3-1 Lady Eagles. 9-12. We know some of you in the comments asking where you can watch. I'm going to find the phone number for you to call. The cell phone of somebody at the UIL, and you can bug them like you are in the comments asking about it. It's the same thing every postseason. And in the net is going to be Decatur here. It's 3-2. Trust me, if we could, we would. Especially this year, we've upgraded our system to do just that. UIL blocks it. NFHS maybe will have it. They claim everything else, the UIL and NFHS, maybe it's on there if you're wanting to watch. Hammer, Trulson, and now roll shot over. Blocked at the net by Amy Flippin, but it falls in on the Glenrose side. A point, Decatur. It's 4-2.
Walsh, 2 kills on 10 attempts now. That's her first one since the first set.
Hammer back to serve. Morgan Hammer, the 5'5 junior. Rears back and smokes it. Bordeaux plays it, flipping, hits it out of the gym. Back to Glen Rose, it's 5-2. She did not get on top of that ball, Eric. She was behind it and hit it hard, and it went out the back over there by the Decatur bench. Hammer to serve once again. The libero wears her black jersey, black sleeves. Played by Arrington. Flipping, blocked at the net, stays on the Glen Rose side. Now she puts it over in 2, but it's blocked by Trolson. Stays on the Decatur side, a point for the Tigers.
Trolson has 3 blocks. All of them have been big, and most of them have been on when Flippin was up there.
Now Flippin is back, serving 5-3. Decatur here in the third, up 2-0. Hammer sets it outside to number 10, Huggins. Glen Rose plays it, touched at the net and out of bounds. Glen Rose wants the touch. It was touched. This official here didn't see it, but it was touched. It's going to be a point. Glen Rose 5-4.
I think somebody said touch, so he just said put his flag up there.
He called it out, and then everybody else said touch, so he's like, oh, yeah, it was touched. Oh, they couldn't find it a while ago. They couldn't find a towel. Now look what we got. We've got the NBA floor sweeper.
There you go.
We just need the little kids out here doing it instead of the official. 5-4. Decatur to my right. Glen Rose to my left. I sit across the gym from the bench. High serve. It's going to be played by Decatur. Center dump by Ellie Miller. Point. Eagles.
She's tried that 4 times. It's been successful twice. Miller doing the short center dump at the top of the circle on the other side, and she subs out. Here comes Blair in.
Yep. Blair and Peck coming in. Back to serve is Danny Blair, the junior for the Lady Eagles. 6-4 here in the third set. Brought to you by the Shop in Decatur. Serve hits the net, goes over, played by Glen Rose. Now they go left side, Senior. Blocked at the net by Decatur. Peck is there. Hammer chases it down. Walsh, left side, tips it over the block. Dug up by Glen Rose. Bump set outside, Senior. Over the block, dug by Helm. And they go to Peck on the right side. Off the tape, it's going to be dug by Glen Rose. Set over in 2. And now the pass by Hammer was over the net, and there to clean it up was Alex Arrington. A point for Glen Rose, and it's a 1-point set here in the third. Glen Rose has the big home side over there. Decatur has filled up this visitor side. 6-5. Back to serve is Abigail Bunt. They pass it up. It's going to be right side. Down the line and in a nice swing there by number 10, Haley Huggins, to get the point at 7-5. Decatur here in the third.
The adjustment that Coach Forrester made after the first set of getting Danny Blair in there, moving the ball around, getting the ball to their hitters, especially when Hornsby and Trultz are on the bench. Hornsby now in on the front row.
Serve from Decatur. They'll swing at it. Bordeaux touches the net. Saved by Decatur. Into the net. Hammer saves it. Now a whistle, and they're going to say Morgan Hammer stepped under the net. It's going to be 7-6. Nice hustle by Morgan. We see you on our stream on Lone Star Sports Radio. We see you on our Facebook feed. We see you on our YouTube feed. Thanks for joining us here on Decatur Sports Network. 7-6 Decatur in the third. Hammer passes to Blair and touches the net and then hit out of bounds Haley Huggins. She swung at it, had it blocked back in her face, stuck her right arm out there, and it went out of bounds. We're tied now in the third at 7. Back to serve Gabriel Bordeaux, senior right side for the Lady Tigers. Let me check to see if we have a final from the Stephenville-Springtown match. We do. It's Stephenville in 3. Kill by number 12, Laura Hornsby, and it's 8-7. The Honeybees are the first team to punch their ticket. It's 25-15, 25-20, 25-23 as the Honeybees advance to the regional semifinals. They will take on Hereford or West Plains. Double contact called on Decatur. We're tied at 8.
The third set to win is always the toughest one. It doesn't matter. It's like that third out, trying to get that third out. The other team knows they got to do everything they can. They got to go all out to try to win one set to move it to a fourth one. And the Decatur Eagles working hard to get that third set.
Here's an overpass right to Flippin, saved by Peck. They'll do it again, and they can't save it this time. She went over the block into this back row. 2 passes over the net. Glenrose has their first lead of the Shop in Decatur third set here.
Arrington has 6 kills. Flippin has 5. And Gracie Trulson with 12. Hornsby with 9.
Serve coming. Set it up in the middle. Lowry hits it back right corner. Nobody home. Point Decatur. Coach Langford wants a double contact. Not going to get it. A couple of subs coming in for the Lady Eagles. It's Ellie Miller coming in to serve. This is rotation number 1. We're tied here at 9 in the Shop in Decatur third set. Ellie Miller to serve it. Deep serve. It's going to be played by number 11, Maddie Young. She'll swing on it. Blocked at the net by Hornsby. Point Decatur. It's 10-9.
Decatur doing a lot better job of blocking in this set because the other team is not able to get any balls in the court.
Ellie Miller, short serve. They dive for it. Keep it off the court. They'll set it right side. Maddie Young. Out of bounds and almost dig it. Eric dig it. Point for Decatur. I had to shag the ball over here in this corner. She hit that one a mile.
Somebody get him a uniform.
Serve. Hits the net and rolls over on the Glenrose side. They swing on it and a hustle play. Hammer swings on it from the back row, and now they'll play it. Middle, Flippin, point, Glenrose. They set that up quick. Flippin was able to get her feet set and attack from the middle. Score now 10-11. Decatur here in the third.
The top 2 hitters for Glenrose have 6 kills apiece.
Who's that serving? 11, Maddie Young. Hammer's going to pass to Miller. Miller back set. Trulson through the block. They keep it alive, but can't keep it alive long enough. Point Lady Eagles, 12-10.
9-12.
More subs coming for Decatur. Schultz is going to come in. 15, Avery Walsh comes in. That's the voice of the down official over there talking to the scorers table.
14 kills now for Trulson, 9 for Hornsby.
Schultz serve to Young. They set it outside, and it's going to be touched at the tape. And this official saying off the antenna.
He's not selling it, though. He's not selling it. The down official saw that it hit the antenna. He called it right away. He just didn't get the attention. You're supposed to point your finger and hold your flag up and wave it, and he's not doing that with the down ref.
Eric, your thoughts. Did it touch the antenna?
I think it did touch the antenna.
I think it did not. Now they're going to call him in. And there's the 2 best line judges in this gym aren't even calling lines today. I'm telling you what.
It's actually, the call should have been made by the line judge on the Glenrose side. This judge over here doesn't have as good an angle.
How exciting would it be if we were calling lines with these headsets on, out on the court? I mean,
we need to do that.
That's next level.
Next level. It started this year that the up and down official now have the ability to talk to each other on a microphone.
They're going to replay it, 12-10. So sometimes they bring 2 officials each. Each team will bring 2 officials. Whoever brought this official not
and
bringing
then
them
they flip to see who gets the up official and who gets the down official. And
now Coach Langford over there pleading her case to the down official. I wish our mic could reach it.
Yeah. Becky is the up official, and Randy's the down ref.
Becky? Coach Langford is wearing them out. Randy's not going to have much left over there. All right, they're going to say point. All right. 12-10. Fix the scoreboard, people. 12-10. They don't know how to do it. Back to serve Schultz again. Gus is over there. Gus can fix it. Serve from Decatur. Set up in the middle, flipping, hits it out. Ball don't lie.
Well, the good news,
13-10.
They still haven't fixed it, so they're working on it.
Coach Gay over there, the Brock coach, he announced that it is 13-10. Schultz back to serve. They'll play it up, and it's going to be set up by Arrington. Touches the net by Decatur, falls in Trulson, and then Miller falls on top of Trulson, and they got a dog pile over there by that right stick. 13-11. Decatur by 2 here in the third. Brought to you by brought to you by the Shop in Decatur. Hammer and Walsh, Trulson off the block, dug up in the back row. That was Arrington. Now they'll swing from the back row attack. And the Lady Eagles let it sail long. It's going to be a point for Decatur. Makes it 14-11. Decatur now 11 points away from going back to the regional tournament. Coach Forrester cheering on her troops, getting them fired up. Morgan Hammer back to serve. The libero, strong serve, and Glenrose almost shanked it out of bounds. They'll swing on it. Sainert, a one-handed dig by Trulson. Miller, one-handed save, and a free ball from Trulson. They keep it alive. They'll set it up in the middle, flipping. Finds open court in the back corner. They made Decatur pay. Great hustle for the Lady Eagles. But flipping, working fast there on the net. And now she'll go back and serve. 14-12 Lady Eagles in the third set. Flipping a high serve. It's going to be dug by Decatur. Center dump attempt there by Miller. They're there to cover it. Bump set outside Bordeaux. Down the line, dug in the back row by Schultz. Miller, a bump set. Hammer will swing on it from the floor. And now flipping digs in the back row. Avery Gray out to Sainert. Tips it over. Dug by Walsh. Trulson on the right pin. Off the block and out of bounds. And then yells through the net. Point Decatur. 15-12. Subs as flipping leaves. And a couple of subs for Decatur. That was 18. Beck, I think he said 10, but 18 comes in. Serve from Whitley. 15-12 your score. And they'll dump this over. Hammer's there. Whitley sets it up in the middle to number 10, Huggins. Dumps it over. Falls in. Point Decatur, 16-12. Timeout brought to you by Graham Pools. Coach Langford needs to regroup here and try to get her girls lined out if they're going to have a chance to come back in this set. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball, Decatur Sports Network.
At Outlaw Equine, our goal is to help you and your veterinarian succeed in maintaining the soundness of your horse. Dr. Harvey welcomes referrals from his colleagues and corresponds via telephone and video throughout the length of their stay. Our staff takes great pride in the body condition and level of fitness of every horse that leaves our facility. Come see us today at 2124 County Road 4127 or call us at 940-626-8387. Outlaw Equine, where the champions go.
Take it away, Eric.
The Gracie Trulson has 19 attempts and 16 kills right now. They get her the ball, she scores points.
Whitley serving. Almost an ace. They'll play it. Bump set outside number 10, Arrington. Swings on it, blocked to the net by number 10, Huggins. Point Decatur, 17-12. 17-12 your score. I thought I fell behind, but I did not. Whitley, feet were wrong on the serve. They'll play it in the middle, dug by Hammer into the net. Can't keep it alive. Point Glenrose, 17-13 is the score here in the third set. She approached and stepped the last step with her right foot and swung with her right hand. Back to serve is going to be Abigail Bunt. Serve is going to be deep, and the Lady Eagles can't come up with it. Haley Huggins got her hands on it, but could not pass to target, 17-14. 3-point lead for Decatur here in the Shop of Decatur third set. Prime West Mortgage brings us the pregame show. We'll visit with Coach Catherine Forrester. Serve, Hammer, right side out to Walsh. They dive and keep it alive. Set it right side, Bordeaux. Blocked at the net, but out of bounds. Point Glenrose, 17-15.
Bordeaux has got the last two kills for Glenrose Lady Tigers.
Abigail Bunt to serve. She's the libero for Glenrose. Decatur trying to join Stephenville at the regional tournament. Serve, Hammer, Whitley in the middle. Point Decatur, is that Huggins? It was, Haley Huggins. Hit it to that back left corner, went off the hands of a Glenrose Lady Tiger and out of bounds, 18-15.
That's Huggins' fifth kill on 15 attempts.
All right, we're training up our next crew here to go cover this volleyball game in Lubbock. If we can get it done on Friday night. Serve, and Glenrose going to hit it back at us, 18-16. I will not speak of that crew again until this game is over.
Bordeaux has the last three kills for Glen Rose, and that's her first 3 kills of the match.
Bordeaux to serve it. What do you
Get
think
her
about
off the front row.
18-16, a 2-point advantage. Hammer passes Whitley, one-handed set, and Eagles can't come up with it. 18-17. Point for the Lady Tigers. Coach Forrester saying, come on, get your energy back up where it belongs. 18-17. Lady Eagles pass the target this time. Whitley, and poked over by Huggins. They set it outside to Young. Saved by the Lady Eagles. Whitley outside to Hornsby with left hand. Tries to push it over. It does not clear the net. We're tied at 18. Coach is going to, instead of call a timeout, she's going to send in Danny Blair. And coming out is going to be number 11, Maddie Whitley.
For whatever reason, Whitley just not having her best game tonight. She want to get Blair in there on this next rotation.
Serve to Hammer. Blair sets it right side. Blocked at the net, dug by Hammer. And now 2 girls run into each other, and the Lady Eagles put it over. That was Huggins. And tip it over the block, and the Lady Eagles are out of sorts as Glen Rose has taken the lead here in the third.
I'm sure that Hornsby knows the center's supposed to get that second ball.
Hammer. They'll set it up to Huggins. Saved by Glen Rose, and they'll swing on it. Blocked at the net by Decatur. That was number 11, Maddie Young, on the attack. And Decatur wins the point. We're tied at 19.
Maddie Young must have heard the stats earlier about Glen Rose not doing a lot of hitting errors. She's got 5-6 in this set.
Huggins will serve it for Decatur. Clears the net. They'll chase it down, and they'll just swing from the floor. Put over, it's going to be Huggins there. And now Blair outside to Hornsby, blocked at the net, but out of bounds. A point, Lady Eagles, and the Lady Eagles are back on top, 20-19. Decatur 5 points away from going to this regional semifinal in Lubbock at Friendship High School Friday night. Serve is over. It's going to be played by Glen Rose. They'll set it right side to number 10. That was Arrington. The Lady Eagles will save it. Trulson swings on it. No, that was Walsh. Now Walsh will swing again, left-handed this time. Her right hand didn't work, her left one don't work either. They set it back outside to Young. 2 strong and out of bounds points for the Lady Eagles. 21-19.
Was that Maddie Young again, 11?
11, yes.
Yep.
Back
she
to
has
serve.
7 errors in this set alone.
Huggins back to serve. It goes to Anderson. The setter tries to swing on it. That was number 12, Avery Gray, front row setter, tried to swing with the right hand. The Lady Eagles there to block it, but it falls in on the Decatur side, and the score is now 21-20. We'll get our broadcast info to you in the Prime West Mortgage postgame show for the regional tournament. Serve to Helm. And now Peck will swing on it, saved by Glen Rose. Bump set from the libero. They'll swing at it back row. That's going to be Hammer. Blair in the middle. Tipped over. Glen Rose keeps it alive. Flipping, hits it down. Picked up by Hammer. Blair in the middle, and Lowry swings on it. They keep it alive. Nice hustle by Glen Rose. Tip it over in 3. Helm is there. They set it outside. Hornsby blocked at the net by Flippin. Point Glen Rose. Tied at 21 here in this third set.
Flipping makes you change your hitting angles. Whenever you don't have a good middle attack, the middle from the opponent is going to go out there and double block the outside. She did it again.
Helm. Hammer with the bump set to Hornsby. Off the tape. Diving in is Glen Rose. They'll save it. Outside to Young. Over the block and in that time. And Glen Rose now leads here in the third, 22-21. 22-21. Glen Rose. And back to serve, I believe, went Amy. Nope, that's going to be number 10, Alex Arrington. The timeout brought to you by Graham Pools. We'll take it with them. Be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Hi, neighbor. If you want to win state, don't fumble the ball. Pass it to Ryan Realty, the best quarterback in town. They will get you to the end zone and assist you in scoring the extra points. You'll recognize them in their hot pink jersey. For all your real estate needs, located just off the historic Decatur Town Square at 109 South Trinity Street, and their website is ryanrealtytx.com, or call 940-626-9770. Ryan Realty, the best in town.
Welcome back to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball. 22-21 Decatur here Glenrose here in the third.
Trulson, 15 kills in the match.
And the Lady Eagles are going to be called for over the net. Lowry saying they were over on our side, 23 now to 21. Glenrose 2 points away from getting a set here in this regional quarterfinal. Serve from Glenrose. Blair sets it up in the middle. Off the block and out of bounds. Point Lady Eagles is 23-22. Subs coming in. Who do we have here? Miller coming in. Trulson
there
coming
we go.
in. Like to see that. That's a good rotation right there. Miller, this is rotation number 1 for the Lady Eagles. Down by 1 here in the third. Brought to you by the shop in Decatur. They set it up, push it to the back row. There's Helm. Miller, right side, Trulson. Rares back on it. Off the platform and into the bleachers. We're tied at 23. 23-23 here in the third set.
15 kills on 20 attempts by Gracie Trulson.
Miller serve goes to Bordeaux. They set it up to Flippin. Off the block and out of bounds. They are cheering in red. They say it was touched. 24-23, set point for Glenrose. Trisha Heston's Parker Properties set point. Back to serve. Number 11, Maddie Young for the Tigers. The serve is deep. Hammer's going to pass to Miller. Set it up outside Lowry. Off their fingertips and over, and it falls in. 24 all. She reared back to swing at it, and she swung and almost missed it. Went off her fingertips.
It's an off-speed pitch. We call it the paintbrush technique. It's a full swing. It barely hits the top of your fingers. Everybody on defense gets braced for the hard hit, and then it just falls in an open spot.
All right, 24 up here in this third. Back to serve. That's Hornsby. Serve is over. They set it up outside to Seenert and finds it. She goes right past the block, and once again, set point for Glenrose. 25-24 here in the third set. Lady Eagles won the first set, 25-23. Lady Eagles won the second set, 25-19, and need to win this point right here to stay alive in the third. Back to serve for Glenrose, number 12, Avery Gray. Serve to Hammer. Miller is chasing it down, and now Walsh will roll shot it over. Young at the net, blocked back on the Glenrose side. It's a point for the Lady Eagles. We're tied at 25.
Lowry, number 8, jumps up and just said, no ma'am, to Flippin. Not this time, not when I'm on the front row.
All right, 25 all. Morgan Hammer back to serve. Coach Forrester calling for the 5-hole. The serve goes to Arrington. They set it outside to Bordeaux, over the block. It's going to be dug by Hammer. Miller's there under it. Right side, Trulson. Off the block and out of bounds. It's going to be Trisha Heston's Parker Properties set point for the Lady Eagles. Match point for the Lady Eagles. Timeout. Grand Pools. As Coach Langford wants to talk about it, we're going to keep it here during this Grand Pools timeout. Eric, what's being said in that Glenrose huddle?
She's saying right now, you guys know in order to keep this thing going, we got our backs against the wall. Nobody thinks we can do it. Nobody thinks we can come back from where we are. It's going to take an individual effort from each one of you. I want to see people diving on the floor. I want to see people going to get the ball wherever it is. Call the ball. Want the ball to come to you on this serve receive, because here it comes from Morgan Hammer, but be ready. Want the ball to come to you.
All right, we'll see if that's what she said. It's going to be Hammer serving for the match. Glenrose Lady Tigers have their backs against the wall. The Lady Eagles are 1 point away from going back to Lubbock. Friendship High School awaits the point, the serve from Hammer. They'll chase it down a bump set, and it's going to go out the back. A free ball coming. It's not going to make it. Point, Eagles. The Lady Eagles have won it 27-25 over the Glenrose Lady Tigers. They're the regional quarterfinals champions. 27-25 is the final score here in this third set. Thanks to the shop in Decatur for bringing it to us. We'll be back with our Prime West Mortgage postgame show and Coach Catherine Forrester. You're listening to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball on the Decatur Sports Network.
Thank you very much.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance? Then let State Farm agent Teresa Mader help you simplify by handling your auto, home, and life insurance so you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too. So call State Farm agent Teresa Mader at 940-627-3006 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Visit Teresa Mader State Farm at 1141 South FM 51 in Decatur. Go Eagles!
Dynasty Overhead Door is the premier garage door company in North Texas. We offer garage door sales, installation, and repair services for both residential and commercial customers. If you're looking to replace your old unsightly garage door at home with a new one or add on another commercial overhead door in your warehouse, visit our Big Blue shop right off North Highway 287 in Decatur or online at dynastyoverheaddoor.com. Dynasty Overhead Door says, Go Eagles!
Do you need a new trailer? Texas Custom Trailers in Decatur has the perfect trailer for you. No matter what you're hauling, Texas Custom Trailers has a large selection of utility, flatbed, equipment, cargo, and livestock trailers in stock and ready to go to work for you. See all the brands, photos, and pricing at TexasCustomTrailers.com. You can also find trailer parts and expert repair at Texas Custom Trailers. Go see Texas Custom Trailers on 287 north of Decatur, and go Eagles!
Hi, this is Sam the Concrete Man, and we've been providing residential and commercial concrete services since 1989 with a team of expert concrete installers. If you're looking for reliable, experienced concrete, Sam the Concrete Man is the concrete company for you. We're dependable, have great track record, and always put our customers first. Contact us today at 817-230-4512 for our on-site free estimate. We also service Denton, Wise, Parker, and Tarrant counties. Go Eagles!
Welcome back to Lady Eagles Championship Volleyball. Prime West Mortgage brings us the post-game show as we got Coach Forster with us. Coach, congratulations on the win. First of all, your initial thoughts on this thing.
My initial thoughts are the kids played hard. We played hard. I didn't think we played our best, but we played hard, and that's hard for these young kids to overcome kind of what was an adversity-type game. I mean, we ran out of rotations. Avery Walsh sat back there and hit him with an ace. Lara, the second time around, she served a great ball. I think we just have to make sure we stop giving up some of the easy things that we gave up, and it was more of a, to me, those were hesitation points. They weren't like what we weren't like, we're going to get it. We were like, well, shoot, I was supposed to get it. And so I think moving forward, we're going to have to do that better. We're going to have to do that better.
First set, I know that you gave up about 8 in a row to let them back in it. I think second set started to do that. What was the cause of that, and how do you fix it?
I think the major cause of that was kind of like, okay, we made an error, and then the next thing was tight butt. And so instead of us being like, okay, we made an error, let's aggress at the next ball, I just thought we didn't do a very good job. We never really looked too settled tonight. When we were up 17-11 in the first game, I thought, okay, we're going to get settled. We really still didn't. And as we move on in this deal, we're going to have to get settled in there.
Eric Morris?
Gracie Trulson having a heck of a game, heck of a match. 17 kills on 22 attempts, 1 error. When it came down to it, we got to get the ball to number 1.
Yes, we actually made a joke on the way over here. We played in Brock early on, and we played terrible. And we beat Brock because Gracie Trulson put us on her back. And I thought Gracie did another. I knew she would have a big night tonight, just knowing that they were going to have a hard time moving out to the right side. We passed the ball pretty well, and so when all the hitters are going, it's hard to pick which one to go, and you really can't leave our middles open, so she has to go with the middle, and it just left it split for Gracie to be able to kind of bang on it.
We noticed in the first set when it was 16-9 that Trulson and Hornsby came off the front row, and then here comes another group when they went on that 8-1 run to get it to pretty close. Both teams had a setter situation that we haven't really seen that often. A lot of teams don't do the middle and setter rotation. With Arrington up there on the front row, is that different? Did you guys have to make sure you declared where she was on the front row when she was on the front row? Because she could set from the front row and attack as well.
Yes, we were trying to make sure we were really diligent on paying attention to what was happening. I'll be honest, I thought our block wasn't very good tonight. It was good when we needed it, it seemed like. It needed to be better, more disciplined at times. We were too early again. They run a high outside ball, and we struggle with that. We've got to be able to where we're slowing something down. We just weren't across. We weren't pressing. That's an area we're going to have to improve by Friday. Blocking's got to be on. And then I just think still setter-hitter connection. We still didn't quite connect on it in the middle like I wanted to. Several times we had to tip because we didn't have a choice. So this next week, that's kind of the things we're going to work on.
And the other thing I noticed is when you didn't have a middle attack showing, flipping Amy, number 14, on the other side, she was able to go over to the side and wreak havoc. A lot of errors just on hitting into the blocks. And then I noticed, okay, we're doing the roll shot to the middle. We do the setter dump to the middle, and we're doing the pushes to the corners. Was that something you guys talked about?
Yes, we did talk about it. We knew that we were going to have to pass well just to get, and, like I told her, you just got to get it over her. Just roll it over her because they're not used to that. And so we were timid on the outside tonight, which is understandable. I think this was a big game for them to be able to pull out and play kind of up and down. They just did a much better job of kind of finally finding a shot. That's what I told Lara before we started the third set. I said, I only need the Lara from the first set. I don't need you to do any more. I don't need you to do any less. I just need that Lara that's hitting it consistently when you're open on the net and she's putting it over and in when you're not.
Coach, win it tonight. You go to the regional semifinals Friday in Friendship. Do you have any details? Or have you looked that far ahead?
No, I have not looked that
It's
far.
at Friendship
like
High School, and I think it's at 6 o'clock if you're the first match. I think the matches are at 6 and 8. We'll try to send our A-team out there to do that semifinal game. We're also covering football games Friday night, but we'll get it figured out. Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Catherine Forrester here in our Prime West Mortgage post-game show. We'll take a break and be back, and Eric will have some final stats as we get ready to wrap things up here from Brock. It's the Lady Eagles winning in 3, 25-23, 25-19, 27-25 in the Prime West Mortgage post-game show. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Decatur Sports Network.
Hey, Casey Caraway with the Caraway team. I'm here to check on Chase Chapman with Chapman Landscape and Irrigation. I assure you, he's one of the hardest working guys in the business. I'm always seeing him in the field. He never takes a day off. He's always going, let's check on him. I know he's on his lunch break. Let's just say hi real quick.
God, shit. What are you doing?
Dude, I'm about to go hunting. It's deer season. Man, I got a huge deer on camera, man.
Stop. Cut. Do you ever work? Ah!
Lady Eagles win it tonight in 3. They are the regional quarterfinals champions. They win it over Glen Rose 25-23, 25-19, 27-25. Glen Rose season is over. As we talked in the pregame show, the last 5 state tournament and regional championships were represented here tonight in this gym. 3 of them from the Decatur Lady Eagles, 1 also from Coach Forrester when she was at Hereford, and the one from 5 years ago was the Glen Rose Lady Tigers as they were the regional champs. They were 48-0 going into that state tournament that year and lost to Argyle in the opening round. Eric, final stats, final thoughts.
Well, Gracie Trolson, 17 kills on 22 attempts, 1 error. It looked like, and you could see other people who have really noticed the thing that she does, the big sophomore, number 1. In that first rotation, when they're on serve receive, she comes off the left front. Is when the ball comes over, instead of her hitting left front, she sprints all the way over to the right side, which that is something that the coach wants them to do. So as a sophomore, you're thinking, okay, let me just hit it on this left side as a left-hander, and then I'll move over there after the play. The coach knew that what she had to do is get Trulson all the way to the right side and take advantage of their blocker over there instead of trying to go up against big flipping. And once they got that situated, then they were able to roll shot over flipping, hit off the block, and then when Trulson and Hornsby were on the front row, that's where they took advantage and got all the points. Ellie Miller was able to distribute the ball to Trulson and to Hornsby today, and those were the ones that she needed to go to when she needed a point.
Eric Morris always has it nailed down. That's going to do it for our Prime West Mortgage post-game show. Rob Matthews, Eric Morris bringing it to you. The Lady Eagles win it in 3. They're the quarterfinals champions. And we will see you Friday night from Friendship High School. Going to send out the A-team out there. We're going to send out Jaylee Matthews and Jacqueline Wenzel to bring you the broadcast of Lady Eagles volleyball. However, I think it will only be an audio broadcast. Actually, I know it will be an audio-only broadcast, and we will have the details of it on our Facebook page. Once again, the Lady Eagles win it tonight on the James Wood Motor scoreboard, 25-23, 25-19, 27-25. Thanks for listening. For Eric Morris, I'm Rob Matthews saying so long, everybody.